It's easy to hold on to things because they've been in our lives for so long. However, just because something was good for us once doesn't mean that it still is. Hi, my name is Michelle. Welcome to our channel, The Freedom Habit. Today I'm talking about letting go. So imagine you were starting a diet, whether it be Weight Watchers, carnivore, keto, whatever it is. The first thing you would do is you would look at your grocery list, and it would look a lot different than I'm sure it does now. And, when you get to the grocery store, there's a lot of things that you won't be buying any longer. The cookies will be off that list. Maybe bread, maybe any kind of sugar. So the first thing we do is we look at our grocery list and decide what no longer serves us, what is not helping us on our diet. Well, that's the first thing we do when letting go too. Determine what no longer serves me. And it could be anything. It could be a job, um, your house, your community, your car, a friendship, a family relationship. I mean, it could literally be anything. Take a look at some of the things that, ask yourself, does this bring me peace or growth? And if they don't, then you might want to consider letting that go. Letting go isn't about loss or failure. It's about making room for something better. And a lot of times we resist on letting go because we're focusing on what we're losing and not what we're gaining. Let's say you're working a job that you dislike and you think to yourself, well, I've been here for 10 years, so I probably shouldn't leave. But the truth is what if your best years are ahead of you? What if you find a job that's actually fulfilling and excites you? Can you imagine how that would change your life? Suddenly you'd be excited to get out of the bed in the morning because you're excited about the work you're doing. So try to remember things like that. When you're looking for things that no longer bring you peace, ask yourself, is this hindering my growth? Because in letting go, we have to have growth in order to evolve. Letting go isn't just a mental decision, it's also an emotional decision. So we need to find ways to release the emotions when we let go. Let's say, for an example, you just got out of a relationship, and even though it's over, you still feel attached. So something you could do is write a letter to that person and say all the things that you wanted to say. And then take that letter and either don't mail it or tear it up, or you could burn it like a symbolic way of showing releasing and letting go of that relationship. A couple of years ago, when I found myself in a relationship that was very draining, I had a friend that would only call when they needed me or would dismiss my feelings. And I just felt drained after I got off the phone. And I found that I needed to distance myself from this relationship. So I did exactly that. I wrote that letter and I wrote down everything I wanted to say. And I didn't mail it. I didn't rip it up either. I put it in an envelope and I put it in my jewelry box and it sat there for a while. And I would see it occasionally, when I went in to get jewelry, earrings or something, I would see that letter. And about a year ago, I finally took the letter and I ripped it up and I put it in the garbage and I feel like I released it. Um, I had closure. So personally speaking, that was something that really helped me move on from that relationship. You can also meditate and visualize yourself. Like visualize yourself walking away and letting go of that relationship and picture yourself feeling lighter and at peace. So there's a couple of ways that can help you emotionally detach from that attachment. Letting go also requires action. If something is draining you, then you need to distance yourself from it. For example, if it's social media, perhaps it's making you feel insecure. So what you can do is set up like a time limit. All right, today I'm only going to be on here for half of an hour. Or maybe you notice some particular accounts that make you feel a little anxious or you compare yourself to, then just unfollow those accounts. And there's also some great positive groups I've noticed, and I've joined a lot of those things that have maybe daily sayings, positive affirmations, or Bible quotes. So yeah, I mean, there's something you can do is just limit your time on social media, unfollow accounts. So when you're letting go, remember that it also requires an action. It's setting boundaries. If it's a negative thought, then replace it with a positive thought. If it's fear of change, then take small steps. Whatever you have to do to get yourself to the point of letting go of something that no longer serves you. Letting go isn't always instant. It's a journey, and it takes time and patience and self-compassion. So trust the process. The key is to remind yourself that you're allowed to grow. Remind yourself that something better is on its way, that in order for new opportunities and possibilities and experiences to come in, you have to make room for them in your life. I mean, you can kind of think of it as cleaning out your closet. Whenever you clean out your closet, you want to make space so that when you start buying new clothes, you have room for them. So that's kind of how it is in our life too. We need to make space for these new opportunities and experiences and get excited about what's coming your way. All right, so I hope I've given you some tips today on letting go. I appreciate you joining me. Have a great day.